The last few months have been confusing if you are a Firefox fan. Mozilla came out with the terms of use for Firefox, and it had a lot of weird stuff in it. After some outcry, Mozilla updated the terms, but they still plan to make Firefox users agree to new terms at some point. We've seen increased monetization in Firefox with the recent addition of ads in the address bar and the new weather widget on the new tab page. I can't predict how Mozilla will monetize Firefox further, but I don't think it requires much imagination to predict that it involves using the ad technology that Mozilla got when it bought Anonym, and their privacy-preserving ad attribution technology that is built into Firefox. Once Mozilla made their announcement, I did a bunch of digging, and I found myself surprised by what I was already sharing with Mozilla. I've been a Firefox user for years, and I was surprised. That's when I realized that I needed a better way to set up Firefox to be certain that my settings were maintained as Firefox was updated. Some people have set up projects to do this using a Firefox feature called user.js. This is basically a way to set up user-side overrides for settings in your Firefox profile folder. While those projects exist, they aren't the recommended and supported way that Mozilla recommends automating Firefox settings. For that, Mozilla recommends enterprise policies. I decided that I wanted to do a deep dive into the policy settings that Mozilla offers to try to replicate my preferred setup. And then I was going to blog about it. That's when I realized that people weren't reading my blog posts. So I decided to make a video. This is that video. Hope you enjoy, and thanks for watching. Mozilla has a page devoted to enterprise policies on Firefox that gives plenty of information on how to configure each policy. I'm not going to bore you by going through each policy configuration in this video, so instead, this is how the rest of the video is going to go. First, I'll walk you through a Firefox extension to help you set up your own policy without needing to read all the documentation I just showed you. After that, I'll show you some policies that I created to share with you. We're going to finish the video by walking through how to get the policies installed on your computer. Let's get started. While you can create your own policy by reading the Mozilla documentation and writing a policies.json file using a text editor, there's a really nice extension out there that can help you create the policies file instead. It's called Enterprise Policy Generator by Soren Henschel, and you can find it on the Mozilla add-on site. I'll also share the link in the video description. As you can see, I've gone ahead and installed the extension. You can open it by clicking the icon in the toolbar. On the left, you can see a list of policies. Lots of settings that you can configure. By modifying the settings, you can configure virtually everything about Firefox. You can disable features, customize settings, and even force the installation of extensions and pre-configure their settings. As you customize your settings, you can click the Generate Policies button to see what the policy looks like. Once you are done customizing your settings, you can click the Download policies.json link to download the policy file in a format that you can install. There are a ton of nice features in this extension, and if you want to create your own policies, I definitely recommend it. Some of the people watching this video are already generating their own policies. If that isn't you, you're in the right place. I've built out some policies for the two personas I see being useful to most of you. One for your family members, and the other one for you. Call it for enthusiasts. Then, I created a third one for the paranoid. You can ignore that one. Each of the policies try to enable useful features and disable annoyances. For home users, I've included an ad blocker and disabled ads in Firefox. The enthusiast persona enables some more features and is a bit more opinionated. I've gone ahead and shared the policies on my website and on GitHub. Visit my blog for details on how the personas are configured. If you have feedback for the policies or new personas that you think would be interesting, please create issues on the repository or post a comment. For the 3 personas that I've created, I've provided 2 variations. The default relaxed variation, which lets you override the policy preferences, and the enforcing version, which doesn't let you change the policy. The enforcing versions have a lock emoji in the name, so they are easy to tell apart. Once you've figured out whether you want to use one of my policies or you want to make your own, you're gonna need to know how to get Firefox to apply the policy. Let's walk through that. This is gonna be different based on what OS you're running. Let's start off with Windows. I'm downloading my policy files from GitHub. Once it's downloaded, go ahead and extract the archive. So now you have a bunch of policies on your computer. We need to find where Firefox is installed. Find Firefox in your Start menu and open the location of the Start menu shortcut. After that, right-click on the shortcut and open the file location of Firefox. We're going to create a new folder called Distribution. Pick the policy that you're interested in, copy it to the distribution folder, and rename it so that it is named policies.json. Now you can go ahead and launch Firefox. You can see that an ad blocker has been installed. If you go into the settings, you can see that Firefox now says that it is being managed by your organization. You can click the notice to see the policies that we have configured. Now for the Mac users. I'm downloading my policy files from GitHub. Once it's downloaded, go ahead and extract the archive. So now you have a bunch of policies on your computer. Let's go ahead and put the policy in the right place. First, locate the Firefox binary on your disk. Usually, this is in your Applications folder, but if you are unsure, you can command-click on the Firefox icon in your dock. We need to put the policy file inside the Firefox app bundle. To do this, right-click the Firefox icon and select Show Package Contents. Then navigate into the Contents folder and then Resources. Inside the Resources folder, we're going to create a new folder called Distribution. Pick the policy that you're interested in, copy it to the Distribution folder, and rename it so that it is named policies.json. Now you can go ahead and launch Firefox. You can see that an ad blocker has been installed. If you go into the settings, you can see that Firefox now says that it is being managed by your organization. You can click the notice to see the policies that we have configured. I have not forgotten about Linux users. Since there are differences between the way that Firefox is installed across Linux distributions, I'm showing you how to set up a policy system-wide. I've already downloaded and extracted my policy files. First, let's create the folder where the policy is going into. Then, navigate to the folder where your policies are. We're gonna copy and rename the policy file in one step. Now you can go ahead and launch Firefox. You can see that an ad blocker has been installed. If you go into the settings, you can see that Firefox now says that it is being managed by your organization. You can click the notice to see the policies that we have configured. Thank you for watching this video. You can find me on Mastodon, and you can check out my blog for this video in written form. Let me know if you want me to make more videos, and on what topics. Thanks again, and have a great day.